Hello everybody, I hope you are all having an amazing night. Catch it. I just wanted to oh, the pillows are coming off. I don't know if you could see that. I hope you're all having an amazing night tonight. I know Juno is. I wanted to kind of chat with you guys a little bit about some of what I do for my nighttime routine, because as you know, as a dreamer, that is super important. So I'm in my pajamas, I've got my tea here. I'm drinking, well, it's a combination of a lemon turmeric tea and a blueberry tea. And if you know me, blueberry is like my most favorite thing on the entire planet aside from Juno. And that's one of the things that I kind of end my night with, is a nice hot cup of tea, sometimes a little bit of reading. But I really think that it's important that us dreamers have a night routine to kind of wind down and prepare for our dreaming practices. So I kind of wanted to go into a little bit about what I do and how I prepare to go into the dream state. Obviously I make sure to hang out with my lovely Juno. I don't think he likes this tripod very much. Every time I move it, he gets a little bit crazy. But I do drink my tea in a stein because I like to have as much tea as possible. So we have our tea steeping right now. And that's, again, one of the things that I do to wind down my night. Also, it's very important to reset our nervous system before we go to bed, because a lot of our nervous systems are wired for absolute chaos. So I do yoga, I do breath work, and we will be doing another breath work video because you guys really liked the last live that we did with our breath work. The last breathwork video that I did, I usually combine 3 different types of breathwork. It's the holotropic breathwork, Wim Hof, and DMT breathwork. So you get super relaxed, you reset your nervous system, you purge out any emotions that you've maybe had throughout the day, or maybe even before that. And you also get a little bit of a DMT release, so it's kind of like a psychedelic kind of breath work. So I usually wind down with that, some yoga, and some tea. Now, another big part of my practice is journaling, and I actually have a whole morning routine box. Juno's checking it out right now for my morning routine. So this is tons of notebooks, tons of books that I like to read, and I have a notebook for literally every single topic to ever exist. And one of the notebooks that I like to write in before bed is my dream planning notebook. This is where I plan out the dreams that I want to have, the lucid dreams I want to have, and then what I'm going to actually do if I do get lucid. And we have covered that in a couple videos before, and it's super important to have a plan before you get lucid, because I'm sure you've had a lucid dream where you're super excited and you're like, oh my god, I'm dreaming, and then all of a sudden, because you didn't have a plan or because you got too excited, the entire dream just ended. And obviously we do not want that, so I do plan out some of my dreams as well before I go to bed. And if you guys do want to find out my favorite books, especially my favorite dreaming and lucid dreaming books, I did a book review on my channel, which I would definitely recommend checking out. Those are the top books that I would recommend reading. If there's different ones in there as well besides dreaming, but if you're really into deepening your dreaming practice and your lucid dreaming practice and want to get hyped for dreams before you go to bed, that is one thing that I like to do. It just gets me really excited. And then the last thing that I do before bed, if I'm thinking about dreams and I'm planning out my dreams, I'm more likely to be thinking about dreams or talking about dreams in my dreams, which will obviously help me trigger lucidity most likely, or it will be more likely that I trigger a lucid dream if I'm talking about it in my dreams, obviously. And the one way to do that is to think and talk about dreaming more when you're awake. So that's one thing that I do right before bed, because I've talked about this many times, but what you do right before bed influences your dreams. And this is why if you are watching horror movies right before bed, you're probably going to have a nightmare or something like that, and that's because that's the last snapshot your subconscious has of the day. So we want to make sure it's something that's not going to disrupt our dreams too much. Don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going with it. So you want to make sure that you end your night with things that bring you peace and really focus on what you do want to dream about. So that is why I write in my dream planning notebook. I'm gonna try my tea. It might be a little bit hot, but we're gonna test it out. That is really good. Perfect combination of like a lemony, kind of like 𝒚𝒔𝒔 and blueberry. So I definitely recommend drinking tea before bed if you are a tea drinker. It's just part of my nightly routine, and it has brought me so much comfort and peace. Guys, and that is part of my nightly routine. Obviously we didn't cover everything that I do in this video because every night is a little bit different, but I will be showing you in the future a little bit more of what I do in the mornings and before I go to bed to kind of influence my dreams and influence my day. I would love to hear about what you guys do when you wake up and right before you go to bed, and if you have any dreaming practices or like a dream routine outside of what you do when you're actually sleeping for your dreams. I love you guys so much. Definitely let me know what you guys do and if you have any questions, and I can't wait to chat with you guys again. And as always, I'm sending you endless love and endless lucidity.